Yeah,
But welcome back, Dapper Dialogues family. Yes, sir, man. Y'all see it. Why be fly when you could be dapper instead? We are here hosted today with co-host
D Prince the Barber.
and other co-host Troy Jr. Follow us on social media. It's on the screen. This episode is sponsored to you by 3P Legacy and Beyond Noir. Follow us on social media for updates. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And let's jump straight into it. So, what you been going through this week? How your week been so far?
Man, I really can't complain, bro. Like, I mean, I'm just basically I'm blessed. I'm still here, so that's all that really matters. I mean, trials and tribulations gonna come, but you just got to get through it. So I just been just going with the flow, man.
Speaking of trials and tribulations, we just gonna have that just like really catapult. So, did you see that thing with Ti and his son?
Yes,
Man,
yes.
how you feel about that?
To be honest, bro, like if if I put myself in King's shoes, bro, I look at it like, bro, like you shouldn't even be saying nothing about nothing. Like say
Hmm.
don't say that you grew up doing this, doing that. Even if you did, bro, like look where you at now.
Yeah,
Like you bringing, I feel like he bringing up stuff that don't even need to be brought up because I guess the situation that he was in, and then he gonna basically tell his daddy like, don't play with me like that. Like, bro, like it comes to a point to where sometimes you just gotta like just chill out and keep your mouth closed, especially if you ain't under your own roof, if you're not
yeah,
paying your
facts.
own bills. Like, bro, sometimes you just gotta take it on the chin, dog.
Now I ain't gonna lie, I kind of I would look at it from both sides. Like I always try to put myself in both people's shoes. Uh, because I feel like the only first off, I could care less about the situation. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But what I care about is the aftermath of the situation, and not pertaining to like to them personally, but pertaining to social media and our community and our society as black people.
Mhm.
So me looking at it from the Ti point of view, bro, you that man father, bro. Like, why is you wilding out? You stooping down to his level, looking like you talking about you embarrassing yourself too.
That is
You
true, bro.
looking like you looking worse than him because he a kid. People like, oh, he a kid. He wilding, but that's still a kid. You a grown man. You looking even more crazy. Then on top of that, the mama was in there egging it on the whole time. Not granted, certain people, like especially in the South, like Southern people in the South, especially like how they grew up, probably like Ti was real young when he had all them kids, probably. So his parenting might have been more like a relationship based instead of like how like your parents, like your grandparents, they raised your parents probably like extremely strict.
Hmm.
So that next generation is a lot less. So he probably wasn't all the way like strong arming them. They had a lot more freedom and choice to probably like do things,
And
tell them
also, and
things.
also, Ti was actually he was traveling and stuff too. So sometimes he wasn't really there either.
Exactly. So I'm thinking like they probably have more like a friend relationship. Not saying like, but like in a good way.
Hmm.
So I'm like, okay, they probably do talk like this to each other normally, but it was the fact that y'all was making the situation greater than what it was supposed to be, and then it's in a public setting, and then I think what made it worse. I think if it was just him and the dad and the son talking, it
Oh
wouldn't
no,
have got
that
that
wouldn't have. Nah,
bad.
it wouldn't have happened.
No, like if
Well,
they were
really,
just
they really hit. They both of their heads was pumped up when they saw it was a crowd.
that's what I was just about to say. I
Yeah.
don't think it had nothing to do with them. I think it was the because I heard when you hear the mama talking, she was like once it died. I saw a lot of people don't know it's a full clip. I ain't listened to the full clip,
I did.
but I listened to it was like a minute, like a little maybe a little over a minute, and it's like the viral clip was like 10 seconds.
Hmm.
So I'm hearing more and more, and once it died down, the mama talk about some. Well, y'all really want to know why the reason he wanted to go with his granny? Because his granny used to let him suck on the passy, and then
Yeah.
it kept gassing it up, and that's when he started. I'm like, bro, why is like so and then now that's from looking at it from an outsider's perspective. Now, if I put myself in King's perspective, I don't know what was because I didn't listen to the whole thing. I don't even know if this was on live. but he kept saying, "Why would you let them play with me like that?" I
Hmm.
don't know what was said for him to react that
Well,
way.
basically, he was saying how they said, "Why would you?" Basically, he said that because Ti was trying to basically say he didn't grow up with a silver spoon. Like he grew up with a silver spoon. Like he didn't really need nothing. And then he was like, "We can go to the bando right now. I can show y'all what the
Yeah,
hood look
I
like."
heard
And
that
that's what he
part.
was saying there. And then I guess Ti just kept talking, and then he was like, "Why you gonna even let him play?" First of all, he shouldn't have even said that. That's your daddy, dude. Like, don't. Why would he play with you like that? Like, you don't say
What?
nothing like that. And Ti shouldn't even egg it on. He should have waited till it was off of social media, or waited till he was off alive, because
But
obviously he knew.
I still I don't. I mean, maybe that's what it was, but I don't think. I feel like, well, first off, looking at the whole situation and the way he reacted, it's clearly deeper than the matter. Like,
Definitely,
it's a
definitely.
deeper matter, and especially in the black household, they probably make knickknacks and jokes about him all the time. He was on TV with them. They got a million clips of him crying and stuff as a kid, which is normal. But they probably, oh, look at you, and you was like, dude, he was 5, 6 years old crying. Like, what is a 5, 6 year old gonna do? But cry. So you got all these clips about him when he was growing and evolving, becoming a different person, and you got people ridiculing him, making him look like a fool in front of everybody. So this probably something that's always ongoing, and then he just got fed up. So it probably wasn't even this situation. He probably was like, I think once he reached a certain point, he was like maybe once he reached a certain age, or once he reached a certain level of success or accomplishments or security in himself, he was like, all right, from now on, I'm standing for this, and if it go against what I stand for, then I'm on you. I'm getting reactive. So I think at that point, it was like, bro, I think they say he like 17 or maybe 18 now. So he probably like, bro, y'all talking about something when I was young.
But I'm trying to figure out, why did he even go like live? Like, how
Yeah,
did
I
everything start?
see, and that's another. I don't think, because you know how sometimes people be trying to go viral. They be like still in the camera, like, oh look, see. So in the way the camera was, it was down. So I
Right.
think he was live. Then it just happened to be like, oh, a conversation start happening, and then it got to that. Because I don't think he. And then because if you look at the video, the whole video is black because
Yeah,
he
you
got his
really couldn't
phone
see
down.
nothing.
So I don't think he was just trying to be viral or trying to put that out there. Because I think if anybody was gonna, you when you arguing like that in front of people,
Yeah, you kind of forget.
but when if you recording it, you know it's gonna go viral. Especially you at the Atlanta Falcons game. It was a whole bunch of celebrities there. It was a big game against the Saints. Everybody there, so it's other people recording you
Hmm.
probably. Like, that's gonna go viral. So if you intentionally trying to go viral, you're gonna make sure at least you're in the camera, because if we didn't know who Ti was and it was a random set of people arguing.
Because he did know he was recording, because he did switch the camera. He pointed it at Ti. Was it his mama? Well, either way it go, they knew he was recording because his mama picked the phone up, and I think she showed Ti, and then King got the phone back. So obviously they knew it was a recording. It wasn't like it was a slip up.
Well,
So
I mean, I don't think it was intentional though. I think like they was just having a conversation and then it escalated. But when I think he wanted to catch it on
I
camera.
get what you're saying.
Like,
Yeah.
so it's just like say if you like, all right, say if you got a camera like recording your living room, and
Hmm.
you just in there by yourself, and somebody come in and they come in with a drink and they leave a drink. And for like the past month, everybody been like, "Who drink is this?" Nobody know who it is, and
Then you run
everybody
the
saying.
camera back.
And then at that point, you seeing it and it's being recorded, so you like, all right, boom, I caught you. It's on camera. I want y'all to see, because this is how it been, but nobody was claiming it. Yada yada. So I think that's how he was. He was like, see, I've been telling y'all this how I've been going down behind the scenes. But I mean, as a consumer, or from a fan point of view, you don't ever see Ti like that, because you see Ti
No.
has changed his whole narrative. You don't see Tip. You see Clifford on the internet. Like, you see expeditiously and somebody trying to be
Hmm.
extravagantly esquire, like you somebody using all these marvelous words like these. This who the internet see. You see an intelligent black man. I
Hmm.
think majority of the time when people see Ti now, they see more of a Malcolm X, because not to that standard, but he more like he active in the community, more like a figure, like something of that nature, like a Malcolm X, because he stand for something. He looking out for black people. He always giving back. He opened up a museum.
Yeah.
And
I
like
mean, he doing what he got to do. You
yeah,
saw the video whenever he was going off on the
the club.
yeah.
See now, well, before we get to that, so that's why I wanted to say I was more frustrated about the outcome of the situation because it happened, and then for like 4 days, it was just gassed on the internet, and people just putting in their 2 cent,
Mm-hmm.
meat riding. That's what I did not like. As a black community, we got to do better. If that Ti situation was with Chet Hanks and what's Chet Hanks Tom Hanks and Chet Hanks, that's the Tom Hanks and his son.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't have went down like that. And if it did go down like that, I guarantee you, it wouldn't have been 50,000 white people in the comments talking about some make like picking a side and gassing it up and all
Or
that.
YT people.
Exactly.
I still don't get that shit. Like
It's some weird stuff,
that's funny,
but as
bro.
black people, we tend to do that, and we want to sit back and look at down the road and be like, "Damn, why we can't never do like white people and scratch their back and like how they scratch theirs in one hand, scratch the other, and help each other and get to the next level?" Is because anytime in the black community somebody is down, everybody want to kick them. Nobody. It's a rare chance when somebody is down in the black community and people want to help them up. And no, it's just like that. Oh, he on the ground. Hey, let's start jumping him. Like they don't care how he got on the ground, why he got on the ground, nothing. And that's what I said. I'm like, bro, y'all. And then it's so. And then with Ti demographic, bro, nobody listening to Ti music now. Ti, all Ti real fans is 40 years old.
Facts.
And that's what I felt was even worse. So I'm like, bro, y'all are 40, 30-year-olds picking a side, putting y'all 2 cents in on a situation that pertains nothing to y'all, but y'all want to, and y'all 30, y'all triple, double, if not triple his son age, and y'all are just ganging up on him. That's weak.
I feel like a lot of
Like,
people. I feel like a lot of people, especially black people, can't put their pride to the side, bro. That's the thing. That's what's the difference between us and white folks.
and
Putting their pride to the side. A white person ain't gonna leave it alone. Well, some of
leave
them
it
they gonna leave
alone.
it alone and go about their being. A black person, you gotta have the last word
And, and,
always.
and then just how you said, put their pride to the side because whenever fuck, what was I about to say? I just lost it. Damn, it was on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, by that whole situation though, it's like y'all we got to do better as a whole. Like, it's no reason we should be nitpicking and picking on somebody.
Mhm.
Because bro, we all seen how social media get. Social media is hectic.
You get wild
The
for sure.
narrative spews, and you get looked like Christian and Blueface. Christian claims to say, I mean, no telling if she was being true or not, but in one of her interviews, she was like, "Oh, she like whenever she went viral with Ka, she was like, she was told to do that. So she was like, oh, they told me to just get wild and get crazy. I was gonna go in there chill, but he told me before we went in there, wild out, just be you, do whatever you want to do. It don't matter." And then she was like, it kind of hurt her because she was like, then after the fact, Kyle was going on the internet talking about, oh, I didn't know she was gonna do all that. So then she was like, well, I mean, he told me to do it. So I
Who
mean,
told her to do a Blueface?
no, Kyle. That's what she was saying. I think in an interview with
Man, how you think? How else you supposed to? I mean, I feel like a lot of stuff is really playing. Like when things happen, bro, like
mm,
that, like especially like when you streaming or you doing some type of podcast or something. Like I feel like sometimes when things happen like that, they know it's gonna happen, or they tell them to do it just so it can get a better reaction out of the fans.
yeah. I mean, I don't know, bro. I think it just all needs to go.
Especially if they already do it from the jump. It ain't like that.
Yeah,
It ain't like because honestly, we never knew. If he wouldn't have never or she wouldn't have never said nothing, we wouldn't have never knew that it was playing.
but see that go back to what I just said. That's the narrative. The internet make this narrative of Krishan being aggressive,
Mm-hmm.
hot headed, hands on,
Yep.
tempered. We don't really know how she really is because she on 55 different TV shows.
Right.
She's getting paid to do this. So of course on the TV show she gonna do that. We don't know how she is off the net. Like even when she on Instagram Live, she could be putting on a image or a character. Like nobody knows.
Right.
So nobody really knows what's going on behind closed doors, and that goes back to the situation with the club. So when he checked them people for putting them on the flyer, I liked it that because they didn't, whatever the situation was, they handled it however they handled it. They nobody held no grudges about it, or at least they didn't let us see no grudges, and they didn't let people play on the situation and make the family look bad or try to make divide them. Because when they went to the club, he was outside talking about some, nah, you gonna put me and mine on, yada yada yada, you gonna pay us,
Yeah,
y'all,
I need
woo,
something.
woo,
Yeah.
woo. And then a lot of people don't even know, but so after that video went viral, they actually I think the next day they actually was on a real flyer for that same place, and they got paid. I don't know if they did it, but I had seen like they was like the aftermath was that next day he actually was at that club because I guess there's like, all right, we'll pay you, just come tomorrow or whatever.
Honestly, bro, I think after all of that was done, I think him and King probably had a conversation and they talked it out. It ain't really nothing really. I feel like it ain't nothing that's really that serious no more.
Well, see,
The
like
internet is always make it worse than what it is.
like I said, I don't know Tip personally, but from what he's been displaying and showing on social media,
Hmm.
it looks as if he's. I feel like me and Ti relate a lot. I feel like he don't hold grudges and he just lets stuff go. And from like if and I'm just basing it off of like some of the old clips from when they had the TV show. So what I'm thinking is like I think Ti is a very understanding person and understands everything what's going on. And I think he's like, okay, he had a moment, let him regroup, and then we can have a conversation. And I think at the time, Ti might have also been in the room because the way that he pushes this narrative of like being like self control, poised, intellectual, I feel like he didn't respond to the situation. He reacted to the situation.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, that was another thing I wanted to say. That's what I forgot to say earlier was whenever all them old people was doing all that woo woo, getting on King and old King, yeah 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 yeah, but they weren't saying that whenever he when he put him in, like he put him whenever he choked him, put him in that little chokehold, they praising it. So it's like y'all, it just basically boils down to y'all too old to be picking sides like this, bro. It's like if it ain't got nothing to do with you, leave it alone. Y'all 45 years old, putting down a 18, 17-year old for a family affair. Like they ain't like I see that's why it all bro, every episode it goes back to this. Why does everybody think that they're perfect? Bro, y'all are not perfect.
That's why they use social
Y'all
media.
have made mistakes. Y'all have lived y'all life. Y'all done lived 18 lives by now because you're 45 years old, but you're kicking down a little bit of King, and King got so much. You don't tell him he might be just because they had an altercation, he's still in a better position than you.
Yeah.
You're 40 years old talking about him and what he's doing with his dad and whatever they how they handle that's cool. What are you doing? You 50, 40, 35, getting your keys off on the internet, but you going to your 9 to 5. Now nothing wrong with a 9 to 5, but you're not happy. So you just projecting your negativity onto a situation, and all y'all old bitter people just putting out unnecessary negativity. Like just imagine, like you remember back in the day when growing up, when old people used to just be loving and nice. Like when I grew up, you probably caught some of this too. I rarely saw old people angry like my grandmas and great grandma. I think I heard my great grandmother curse maybe one time.
Oh, they got some of them out there though.
No, they
Definitely
got them,
got some out
but
there.
from when I was growing up, even from elementary, I had older like teachers and stuff. They was all so loving, uh, nice. Everyone was. It was like even if you wasn't family, elderly people just treated you
Yeah.
like family. Like,
Facts.
and I'm talking about anybody from around probably the ages 35 and up. So that was like 15, 20 years ago. So they probably around their 50s now. What I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's the climate change with these older people trying to act younger, and now that they acting younger, they don't want to.
Social media.
I don't know, bro,
It's
but this
social
it's a
media,
bad
bro.
look, bro. I'm sick of
You
it.
got more old people damn near on Facebook than you got young people, bro. Like Instagram, like bro, if you just go sometimes just go look at the comments. Just click on if it's like 1,000 or some comments, just look at the comments. 9 times out of 10 is older people.
Bro, and you know what's crazy? This is kind of off topic, but sometimes I see a post, and before I read the comments, it could be funny, it could be not, it could be mean. Before I even assess what the comments say, I come up with what I think about it. So say if it's a funny post, and I think it's funny. I'm like, okay, let me see what they talking about. And then it's like, well, I don't know what kind of society it is. And this going to the next topic I'm gonna talk to, but everybody is like they just bandwagon whatever's the top like,
Yes.
and
Yes.
every other comment down there is the same. I don't. It's so weird to me because it's like if something is funny, and then say if somebody like, all right, somebody make a joke about Josh Giddey and his situation.
Mm-hmm.
The comments could be like, the comments can go many different ways. The comments can be like, yeah, F Josh Giddey, yada yada yada, and everybody, all the other comments you see is,
So it's going right under there.
and
Yeah.
but then again, it could be like, hey, this is a serious matter, and then all the other ones like, hey, yeah, hey man, not cool, and then it could be like, bro, I don't care, this ain't got nothing to do with me, and then it could be like, yeah, bro, I don't care, and then I be saying, bro, it's a video went viral. All you probably saying is this dude playing, look kid doing kid stuff, playing basketball in this room with like a cardboard hoop on the door. I don't know if you're saying went viral.
I think
Like he didn't have a
I
bat. He
don't
didn't.
know.
He didn't have an actual hoop, so he had he made his own little hoop on the door with him. A kid. I did that plenty times as a kid. Doing kid stuff. I think he like 6 or 7. Uh, bro, the comments is, and they just following suit. It's, bro, go get some money, nigga. Little nigga get a job.
Hey, bro, and some of the comments really like it really be funny. Like honestly, I would get more laughter out of the comments than sometimes I get out of the post, bro. Real
Exactly.
talk.
Nah, what, bro? What did I see? Oh, I posted on my, and this is how you know it's funny because I don't even really post stuff like this on my Instagram. But Shannon Sharp went viral, but on hey, that's a good ass podcast too. I'll be watching that.
Yeah, I'll be
Uncle
watching it too.
Ocho, but I was
You talking
watching it.
about the toothbrush?
Yeah, so he went viral talking about he brushed his teeth 10
I was
times
gonna
a
bring
day.
that up too. That's funny.
Bro, but I looked in the comments and I'm just looking, I'm laughing and laughing. And the one that I start crying laughing was, it said, I bet his shit still stinks. Because, like, at the
Bro,
time,
is his teeth real?
well, on the podcast, he said he got veneers, but he had them for so long, but he still just brushed it
Because
like
you
that.
could tell, you can tell. You know how sometimes you could tell when somebody's teeth is fake.
Yeah.
So you could tell how he said
I ain't gonna,
toothpaste.
well, I ain't gonna lie. We country though. Like
Nah, bro, I guarantee you kind of can tell by like how they speak it. Like
I'm,
we say toothpaste. He was like it's like he had to hold his teeth together. You know, like if you got a grill in your
I
mouth.
don't. I mean, I know what you mean. Like
Yeah.
talking with a lisp a little bit, but like he is like country. Like he grew up on a farm, and I think Alabama. Like they used to like cut their food from like the field. Like he country, and them country people like that. That's how they talk. So it could be his teeth, but I think because whenever you hear him talking normal, like when you don't hear the list, he still got that like country slang.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, I don't really know, but
You saw the one they was talking about that the peel, the
oh
sex
yeah,
peel, and he was saying
Ocho. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, Ocho.
So I wonder this is like I guess it's something that's out there right now. I remember he had big bundles of Britney on there.
Hmm.
I wonder if he hit bundles of Britney.
I doubt it.
You don't think?
Nah.
I kind of think. I got a feeling, bro, because
Nah, I mean, he could have, but like I don't know. I mean, I be watching. He got like 4 different shows, but the one I watch the most is the one he got with Ocho Cinco, and that's it's like he got 5 other different shows. But I know you talking about he got the one he be sitting down with
yeah, when would
people.
he? Yeah,
Them I watch sometimes, but the one I like is him and Ocho because they be clowning a lot, and that one, like the way he be taught, he clown like that for everybody, but then he be like, nah, I don't want that. So from based off of what I've been hearing, I don't think he would even want nothing like that. Cause it was somebody they said I forgot who it was. But it was some. I think it might have been Meg Thee Stallion or something. And he was like, what you'll do with that? He was like, nah, that I can't do nothing with that. That ain't me. He was like, she looked good though. She stacked up like dirty clothes in a dorm room. But he was like, that ain't me. So I mean, I think everybody got their preferences and stuff like that. But I
But you know how that's how I feel like that's how like that type of generation is. Like once they get their name out there, they gotta. I feel like they at least try,
mm,
and I feel like she probably tried. I mean, bro, it's bundles of Brittany. Like she got so many stories. She got so many bodies. I think she said on there how many bodies she had,
and you gotta play that J. Cole lyric, man. She said she had like 35.
bro.
She said she only fucked like 4 or 5. So you gotta multiply by 3.
Bro, that's and she was proud of that too.
I mean, hey, everybody
I
got
mean,
to
yeah,
each
each
his
his
own.
own, man.
To each his own,
But
but but this was what I was talking about earlier. That lead into the next topic is let me make sure I say this right. So okay, so yeah, to you from your personal experience and own opinions, what do you think is considered dick riding, and how do you feel about it?
so what I consider
Like the
is
like when I say when you feel it, like the whole term, like so. What do you consider dick riding, and how do you feel about it?
I mean, I consider that as in like you just basically side with somebody, but he wronged himself. Like
Mm,
you didn't even find out your own facts. You just saying it
yeah,
because of what he said. And that, bro, it's a lot of people that does that.
bro,
A
tell me
lot of
about it.
people. Like you can basically because sometimes you can catch somebody in a lie because you'll lead a man that you ask first alone and you'll ask the person that agree with him. He won't know shit.
Exactly,
He ain't gonna know nothing. So he waiting, then the dude gonna try to hop in because he feel bad. But I'm like,
exactly.
I don't agree with it. I mean, if you got facts on it, that's different. If you
Mm.
agree with him, I have no problem with you agreeing with him. But if you don't have no facts and you just agreeing because he said it,
So are
that shit
you so
trash.
are you like against it, or are you with it? Like, do you think?
Nah, I'm not with it. Nah, I feel like you should have your own opinion and your own mind. If you
Mm,
agree, you agree. If the right is right and wrong is wrong. If
yeah.
something is wrong, don't agree with the man when he wrong because you want to be on his side.
But it's both. It's a two-way street. Like,
I mean, if you want,
cause
I
like
don't
even if
consider it in a
something,
good way. I don't consider that dick riding.
I was about to say, cause even in a good way, like is see me personally, I think dick riding makes the world go round. Like I feel like it's
I feel like it's
needed.
a different. I feel like dick riding is for like when you like I said when you're agreeing with something with no facts. I feel like if you that's just like saying man KD Cole man he one of the best people in the NBA. I wouldn't consider that dick
That's
riding.
dick riding.
No, I consider
That's
that
dick.
your opinion.
Nah, I mean, I feel like it depends on how you. Of course, it depends on how you phrase everything. But certain, see, my thing is a healthy moderation. Pause of anything is good. So if people are dick riding in small increments, that's cool. But when you like wilding out, it's like yo, you wilding,
Yeah, like
bro.
every time he
So
say
like
something is
that's why I say dick riding make the world go round because all right, say if somebody having a bad day, right? You see that.
hmm
I mean, now the technical term might be looked at as different, but like you be like, oh, like say if you get a haircut,
hmm
you walk by your partner. Oh, that boy clean. He about to get all the good. Let me lock my girl up. He outside. I can't let him come by. Oh, that boy clean. That boy fit. Like that's dick riding. But that's a good pause. That's a good dick ride. but but if you fresh out the cut, if you fresh out the chat, it's not same scenario. And you know you crispy, you know you got a nice fit on it. Boy, you not clean, boy. Your cut not crisp. Like, bro, who you think you is? You think you all that in the back? That's negative dick riding with
See,
a
now
bad
I
connotation.
would consider that as it, but I feel like with the first situation, the first scenario, I feel like that's just giving a compliment. Now, like you said, if you start going wild, like you
Yeah.
keep repeatedly keep saying it over and over again, yeah, I consider that. Like, bro, like why are you like damn, like now I'm trying to really think.
Mm,
Like, do you like how do you feel? Like
yeah.
you feel me? That now I feel on that, but if you just saying if your homeboy just saying that, I feel like that's just compliments and really when your homeboy say that nowadays, they
Mm,
kind of joking. You feel me? They kind of like doing it like, man, you ain't like you said, you ain't fly. You just got a
mm.
regular haircut. But in his mind, that nigga like, damn, that haircut fire as hell. I feel like that's how it be.
Nah, I'm about to go against everything I did just say though because I feel like it could go both ways. I think it's good and bad, but it's like I don't know. It's just like so
It's a hard one, bro.
it's
No
like okay,
homo.
so it's like it's being it's complicated because like you can just be being real.
Hmm.
You can be just being a real nigga. You can just be being keeping it 100. And then all right, I got it now. So it's three levels. It's four categories. It's being real, it's positive dick riding, it's negative dick riding, and it's hating.
Hmm.
Hating sometimes, but it's like it's odd though, because nigga can be hating on you and you know it's all love.
Yeah.
And that's not in a dick riding or a compliment category. That's just like if I go around a certain person with a fresh cut and a nigga be like, you shit, not Chris. That's a compliment. Like
Yeah. Because
because
he
the,
knows Chris. That's the first thing he pointed out.
and I wouldn't label that as dick riding, positive, negative, or a compliment. It's hating, but it's really on the opposite scale so it's a compliment. But if you know a nigga not clean, nigga walk by you with some sacks, and you like, oh them hard. That's hating in a compliment form.
No, that's clowning.
But you know what you're doing right. So it's like you hating on them, but you giving them like a sarcastic
Yeah,
compliment.
yeah.
So that's why that goes on the opposite scale, and that goes back to hating. And then a positive dick riding is like uh somebody put on a fit, and they
Hmm.
like, hey, I put this on, I put this fit cool. You like, hell
Hell
nah.
no.
Like that's a positive dick riding sometimes.
Nah, sometimes it's the truth.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that's why I said like you kind of want to. With my homeboys, bro, I tell the truth. If the fit fire, I'm gonna tell you, hey, bro, that shit. But I'm not gonna keep saying it. I feel like that's no point of keep
I
saying
feel
it.
like if anybody say anything too much, then it's like, hey, you
You
either
doing
dick
too
riding
much.
or hating.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause like it. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm see. Like I said, I'm going against everything because I be like, okay, yeah, niggas be dick riding, but I'm like, bro, niggas need to stop dick riding. But I did say dick riding make the world go around. But I think because I think of it as like in a healthy moderation or unnecessary. I think that's what it comes down to. When people do unnecessary dick riding, like it's any all that stuff cool in a moderation, but like when you going out your way,
Yeah.
like if somebody like, hey, where you get that tattoo from? And you like, oh man, I've been had it. And then somebody come out of nowhere like, oh, that tattoo is clean, son. Hey, oh, let me get a tattoo shop barber. It's like, all right, you ain't doing nothing yet, but you're doing too much.
Hmm.
Like, all right, all right, yeah, and then
Or you could put it in a situation like saying like, man, who did your tattoo? And then he starts saying that shit trash.
yeah.
I feel like that now, like you said, you can look at it in two different ways. Or I could be doing it as a clowning, just the sense for sure. I could be doing it as like you hating, like you ain't even let me get it out. Why you ask?
I also feel like though it's like so many rules to this because it's like if somebody do that to you, it also depends on they got tats or not. Because if a nigga ain't got no tats, Josing your tats, he
Yeah,
could just be hating though.
yeah.
So that it's so weird with
It
the
is weird,
bro,
bro.
because
It's
it's
kind
like
of. I guess it goes on the situation. That's how you know
it's
if you could
exact, and I
tell.
and I think that's what's going on social media because like, all right, say if a nigga get rocked, and the comments gonna be flooded, but
Hmm.
somebody could be mad because they used to be hooping and they can't hoop no more and they didn't make it to the league. So it's like it's so many categories. It's
Yeah.
like yeah, it's dick riding, but it falls under the dick riding tree. Like you got hating. It's like it's so many different categories, but I feel like some pause. I think some dick riding get a bad connotation because niggas just label it as dick riding off rip.
And then I hate when a nigga doing that shit and they be like, man, I'm just being honest. Bro, you not being honest. Nothing that you said was honesty. What type of honestly are you doing?
See,
Like you feel me?
I ain't gonna lie. So when I be talking to my partners, right? See, I used to say this all the time, and I said it so much, niggas start dick riding. So this what I would say, like, all right, say if I don't like your beanie, right?
Hmm.
I'm be like, hey, brother, keep it 100, no diss. I ain't really messing with that beanie. But niggas would start dying laughing when I said that because they think I'm trying to diss you because I'm saying no diss. But I'm like, yo, I'm literally saying no diss. Like, why is you getting mad? I'm like, I'm just keeping it 100.
Because a nigga trying to start something.
But that's what I'm saying. But then there's niggas in the background and they're like, no, some niggas say like that's just that's unnecessary flag on the play, unnecessary dick riding, 20-yard penalty. Like that's what. So I think it all boils down to because like if it's just a one-on-one conversation, you might like if you know me and you hear me say this a lot, you might smirk, but you ain't gonna think I'm trying to joke you. So it's like this shit get weird, bro.
Yeah, it definitely do. And don't be in. See, it really get worse. Like you said, whenever you in a party with a whole bunch of niggas. If ever, let's just say this, bro. Nigga, you don't even know. He joined the party for the first time, right? And you got 5 of your niggas in there.
Pause. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Pause. And he end up saying something, and you respond back with something like he just say so. He say something about your clothing brand. He got a clothing brand too, and you like, man, your shit ain't too good either. You feel me? And your homeboy's gonna be like, man, you gonna just let that nigga like you feel me? Then they gonna try to egg it on, and then all of a sudden they gonna be on your side. As soon as he say something that's funny, they gonna switch sides.
Easy
that's
word.
Dick riding. That's 100% dick riding, bro.
But I see, and I'm going against my word, but it's like I feel like we don't. It should be no dick riding ever, but dick riding is needed. But when I'm saying it's no dick riding, when I feel like dick riding should be abolished. But when it should be banned and exiled from Earth. But when I'm saying dick riding is cool though, because pause is because like I'm thinking of the stuff that's not dick riding that niggas say is dick riding. So it's like if you just being 100, keeping it real, you giving your opinion. Nowadays, that's what I mean. Like, yo, y'all need to allow people to express themselves because now everything you say now is pause or dick riding. It's like, bro, I can't just talk now.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about when I'm like, yo, dick riding, y'all need to stop. Like, this shit got to be donezo.
And it's crazy because in your mind, like, okay, bro, like when you say something, you don't mean it in that way. But then when somebody in the background saying pause, now in your head you like, all right, that shit did sound.
Bro, like,
but in your mind, you're not even thinking that when you said it.
Bro, even when I be talking to my partners, bro, like it's gotten to the point where like sometimes I catch myself or my partners will catch me because I be around different people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like whenever I'm saying stuff, it's like so many things go into my head because I'm trying, like, even if I'm trying to be funny or just not, I'm trying to process what I'm saying
before you say
and
it.
while I'm saying it, I'm trying to make sure I don't say nothing sus. So I'm like, it's so much going on. I end up losing my whole train of thought because I'm like, I'm like a computer.
Yep.
And then on top of that, bro, it's weird, bro. Like and it don't happen when I'm talking to you, but like when I'm around like that certain group, my brain automatically programs automatic pauses just randomly. So I could be like this, yeah, man. The other day I was going hoop pause, and me and my partners, we was over there. Nigga, time my shoe pause. I'm like, yo, see, I didn't threw 3-4 pauses in there, just throwing them out there, like in case I said or about to say something. And it's like when I'm around certain niggas, like, yo, why you keep saying?
I got a few partners like that.
Yeah, and they be like, yo, why you keep saying pause? I'm like, damn, I ain't even realizing I'm doing it. It's just because when I'm around certain niggas, my brain just switch. So that's why I be like, yo, this gotta stop, bro, because it's like this shit getting out of hand.
Because I feel like you shouldn't have to say pause. Like, first of all, we partners. We homeboys. I shouldn't have to. I don't mean it in that way. Now I understand if I went around somebody that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then I said it, but at the end of the day, bro, we homeboys. Like, if I say something, I don't mean it in that type of way. First of all, why is that the first thing that's coming to your mind anyway?
See, I come from the era. I sound like old head, but I come from the era where you say what you mean and you mean what you say. Mm-hmm. So it's like if I say, yeah, hey, them niggas jumped on that nigga, that's literally what happened. You the one trying to flip it and put some sauce on it and make it extra spicy. That's not like that's not what's going on, bro. I'm just like I'm literally saying exactly what it is. Like I'm like, hey, bro, that boy got some good D. Hey, yo, like, bro, clearly I'm talking about basketball. Like, why are you doing the most? Like, you feel me? That's when niggas do all that. That's slick dick riding because I'm like, yo, you jumped out your body. And dick
just
roll
to try to correct me on something. Yeah.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, that is the most like trying to correct a nigga, and then if you wrong, but just going out your way and trying to like say if like you say something and somebody just like quickly correct you, like you doing like you listening
they
too
waiting.
hard.
Yeah, they waiting.
Like why is you listening? Yeah. It's like you even listening to what I'm like. If I said, man, that dude Steph Curry having a bad shooting night, and it's Clay the whole time. But it's like, nigga, you know what I mean? Like, same nigga damn there. You know, if it's two niggas on the team that's shooters, that's only known for shooting, and one of them had a good game, and the other one been having a whole bad season so far, you know, oh, he must have meant Clay. So and it's two ways to go around correcting somebody too. It's like if you let them finish, like you meant Clay, yeah, what I said, or oh you said stuff. All right, cool. That's a proper way to correct
Yeah,
somebody.
that's
But
for
like,
sure.
say if I'm like, yeah, man, that nigga Steph having the back. Hey, Clay, it's Clay.
Nigga, you mean Clay?
Like, nigga,
Nigga.
you gonna throw me off whatever I was about to say because you was so eager to try to like, oh, I'm about to let him. Like, nigga, what are you doing? Like, look at yourself, yo. I used to tell niggas like, go in the bathroom, walk in front of your mirror, take a picture of yourself, and look at yourself and look and see what you're doing. Like, record yourself doing this, play it back, and look how dumb you look. Like, I want you to see what I see. Like, this shit crazy, bro. Like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, man, it's crazy world, bro. It just gets crazy and crazier. That's what it feel like.
Yeah, it never really stops. But how do you feel like you handle adversity? Like, you think you handle adversity well, or
Mm.
like back against the wall, clutch time, no matter what the
I,
scenario
I
is, just
mean,
like.
in my mind, in my opinion, yes. Like I
Mhm,
kind of I kind of like that.
mhm,
That's just like selling phones at AT&T. Like
yeah.
you get a rush. You got people. You got to go do this. You got to go do that. You got. I kind of work better when it's like that.
Mhm,
Like I kind of I really get like you said, I get a rush from it because
mhm,
I kind of like that. First of all, time about to fly.
yeah.
I don't know. I kind of don't keep track up with that. So I'm like, boom, okay, I gotta go do this, and I got a good mind of thinking of stuff and basically sticking to it. Like I can say, okay, I gotta go do this, this, and this. I know once, and I keep it in a row. Once I do that part, I know I gotta go do this, and I go do the next step.
Yeah.
I don't have no problems with that. Like, bro, I keep it. I really keep it 100. I just do what I gotta do and make sure it's taken care of, no matter what. My back against the wall. I mean, I
Mhm.
know I wouldn't have never if God wouldn't have gave me this if you know I couldn't control it.
That's what I was about to say. Like in my mind, bro, I feel like I literally like, and sometimes I catch myself, but I feel like not even on no corny stuff, but like with parents stuff, bro. But I really feel like my life is an actual movie, bro. Like, bro, I was leaving work the other day, and it was like on some movie stuff, like stuff that happened in movies, bro. I'm walking by myself, I'm leaving late, work late, and then all I know, one of the dudes was playing on the speaker Loud in the Mud, Kanye. And I love Kanye. And it was just like, bro, I feel like if I had a theme song, Kanye would fit it. Like Kanye is all over the place. And on top of that, he's still a genius,
Mm-hmm.
creative, maniac, sane, insane. There's so much going on. And on top of all that, he's just a mastermind. And I'm like, bro, I feel like that's my theme music. Like, and it was like I think it was that. And I wonder
Mm-hmm.
if you know, and I was just walking out the building, and I was in my head, I was just like,
You still listen to Kanye, or you really go
uh,
off his old music?
I I did listen to that new song with him and Dirk and all of them, but I mean, I like Kanye.
Kanye is like,
It's depends on how I'm feeling, but bro, like and you know it's crazy. I wasn't a Kanye fan growing up, but it was like maybe because I listened, you know, back in the day, I used to watch the TV on One System Park. Uh, what was the Vivo, Muse, all
mm-hmm.
them TV shows that played music videos. When I was young, I used to watch so much of that, but didn't know what I was watching. But I just learned a lot of songs like that. So I remember I used to watch Kanye when Graduation came out, the little teddy bear and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch that all the time. I didn't know what it was at the time, and I think that's why in the back of my head, because I like this was around Kanye was hot, like
Man, I
so.
remember listening to Kanye on my MP3 player.
Exactly. So I'm like, damn, maybe this is why when I hear that old prime Kanye from like '08 to 10 around that area,
Mm-hmm.
my brain just like it like soothes me. Like when I hear Good Morning, bro, that's like one of my favorite
Yeah,
songs, bro.
yep.
It's like Good Morning.
Oh,
Bro, it
yep,
just like soothes me. It like
yep.
puts me in a calm space no matter what's going on. Like, I don't know, bro.
That's why in the morning, bro, I kind of what really hit different is whenever music come on in the morning. Like you
Yeah.
know, in the morning they only playing old school. Like
Nah,
majority of the
facts.
time they only playing old school, bro. It hits different in the morning, because I don't know about you, but it bring back memories. Like I can literally
Facts.
be in a car driving, bro, and I hear a song and I like a memory that just pop in my head of when I either listened to it before or just a memory that matches that song, bro.
Yeah.
And it be feeling weird because sometimes songs will pop up and it'll be like songs that remind me of my dad or something like that, and it'll
Yeah.
kind of like should have had me in my feelings at 6:30 in the morning. You feel me?
Bro, you know it's crazy. Like we're gonna try to get this out again, but I think that plays back because like you same way you said like with memories and stuff.
Hmm.
I feel like music does that to me. But bro, I feel like I really feel like I be reliving scenarios, bro. It's like I don't know. It's like I don't know if when I be getting in a moment of a song or like how sometimes you just zone out or woo woo, bro, and it be like, bro, this feel like it's happened before, like on some deja vu type stuff, like bro. It be like that's why I be like, bro. It kind of like, and I don't know what be going on. I don't know if deja vu real or not. I don't know if it's a mental thing. I don't know because they say we only use what like 10% of our brain. So
Hmm.
I don't know if my brain is know stuff and is hiding it from me. I don't know if my brain is for because sometimes when you see like a dream or something like it happened or
And that's like
bro it's
considered
like it's
deja
so,
vu.
so it's like so much going on. I'll be like bro was this a dream? Was this real life? Sometimes I see a dream and you know how you don't remember a dream fully,
And then
but
all of a sudden
it
you,
happened
hmm,
months later. It's like wait
yeah.
did this happen in a dream? Did this happen in real life, bro? It's like, bro, it's like I'm in this quantum area where it's like it's hard to really disperse what's real and what's not. Like I can't tell what's my actual reality. So sometimes I just try to psych myself out like, yo, that was a thought. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, did this happen? Like, or am I tripping? But when
Memories could really be a movie.
you nah
Like I feel like
well
if you thought of something, let's just say you having deja vu, right?
yeah.
And you write it down, like
Mhm.
whatever happened, because you don't remember that. You probably gonna
Yeah.
remember that one time, and then it's gonna go away probably for another 3 years or whatever. And then you might come back.
Bro, that never, bro. It always happens, bro. Like bro. You ever had like a repeat of an old
Yeah,
dream, bro?
yeah.
It's like I don't remember a lot of dreams, but it's like some random dreams that I had like throughout my
But
life,
you only
and I
remember
only
it whenever when it comes back to you.
like
Yeah.
one dream I'm remembering right now. I remember I think I was in high school, and bro, it had like it was weird because it was like, see, that's why I don't know what my brain be thinking like, because it's like it be putting people that I haven't talked to in years in it, or I might not even be that cool with them, and it put
You
them in
know,
my
it
dreams.
also goes by what you see that day too. Like if you saw a picture of them that day, if you your brain to keep that in your head, and you will have a dream about it. Like I didn't had dreams about people that I don't even know. Like they in my dream because before I went to sleep, I saw a picture or something or a video or something I was watching on the social media.
Maybe that could happen, but I remember like one specifically. It was like I was hanging with this dude that I used to hoop with, like in my dream. But like
Hmm.
I knew of him and stuff like that. But we weren't like cool. Like we went to two different schools, and then nigga was like 2, 3 grades older than me. I just like seen him at the court a few times because he was hanging around some of the people I was hanging around. I'm like, bro, like why? And we was just like in a dream. We was like going places, linking up with other people. I'm like, why is this nigga with me in my dream? Like this shit
You ever had
weird.
a dream I'm gonna just give an example. You ever had a dream to okay, the night before you were supposed to put the trash to the road, right?
Hmm.
And you was sleeping heavy. It's about let's just say it's about 4 in the morning. 5 in the morning, the trash gotta be out by 6, bro, and you sleeping. And your eyes just wake up because you got a dream that you gotta take the trash out. Have you ever had a dream like that?
Nah, I never had that. But it do be times where like if I'm like want to make sure I do something or something like that, I could be sleep and my brain is just like it'll wake me up like 10 minutes before my alarm go, and it could be like I could be dead tired, but when you go to sleep, like I want to make sure I wake up, I want to make sure I wake up. You can set
Hmm.
an alarm and everything, and then you'll wake up and be like, damn, my alarm ain't go off. I'm late or I must have overslept,
And
and
you
then
click your phone, it
and
ain't
it's
even
like I'm
time
like
yet.
that's what happened today. I set an alarm and I woke up like 30 minutes before, and I'm like, this is hard. I was operating off 5 hours of sleep.
What time did you wake up? Your normal time you normally wake up?
Nah, I don't wake up till like, well, lately I've been, so we've been working 11s, 11 and a halves. So my schedule been crazy, but we're going back to our normal schedule. We just got 6 days, 5 days, but we're not doing 11. We're going back to 10 and a half.
Mm.
But bro, when I was 11 and a half, bro, I was waking up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock every day. Like I couldn't get back on
What
schedule.
time
Like,
you what time you was going to sleep though?
bro, I mean, what time?
You know, you like you
I
you
was
be
probably
up.
going to, but I see, and I think that's what kind of messed up my routine because right before I was working 11s, my normal routine is to go to sleep around 6:37. Cool. That's like right before the sun come up. That's normal.
Hmm.
But I think since we was working later, I was getting home later, and I'm not getting into like my routine. You know, I get home, get ready, yada yada yada. So I'm like behind schedule, and it was making me go to sleep at 8:30, making me stay up later. And go to wake up like at 3 o'clock. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
definitely. I mean, see, and that was my problem. Whenever I worked, like when I worked the night, I never worked overnight, but whenever I worked and I had to like be somewhere early in the morning, bro, I would never get full sleep because
Yeah.
my brain wouldn't. In my mind, I should have been asleep already. So now my brain is kind of like I'm waiting to go to sleep, and then sometimes when you think about going to sleep so long, bro, you never can go to
Bro,
sleep,
that's what
bro.
happened to me the other day. When I took this, I don't know, you probably heard me when I was like up like
Yeah, you
seven,
took the trash
check
out.
all
Yeah.
that stuff. I
Hmm.
was trying to go to sleep. Like when I finished all that, I was trying to go to sleep, and my body would not let me go to sleep. I didn't go to sleep until like 9 o'clock. Like, and I was laying down. I stopped. I finished all that stuff and was done at like 7. But like two, I had put on like 85, a whole 85 South
So they
show.
say if you can't go to sleep, they say you supposed to stand, you supposed to like sit in one spot and close your eyes for like I mean,
That's what I do, but it was well. I think my biggest thing is my comfort. If I'm comfortable, I can fall asleep. So I was a little hot, but I'm like, bro, I don't feel like keep. They mess with the thermostat and stuff. I'm like, bro, I got my fan on. I'm just hoping for the best. I'm like, man, hopefully I can just cool down and go to sleep.
better start opening that window before
But
you go to
it
work.
ain't gonna get no circulation though.
Leave your thing open and open the window before you go to work and close it when you come back. The room will be cold. That's what I do.
I mean, my room is naturally cool though, cause I keep my fan on 24/7. But I mean, just at that time, I just was hot.
Mm,
I don't know if it's cause I had just was like moving around
probably,
or
yeah.
what,
Okay.
but I just couldn't like my body couldn't regulate properly, uh, and I just couldn't sleep. Let me.
If you start doing that shit, I leave them alone. But bro, nigga, I took that spray and that shit got I think that shit got like bleach in it or something. I didn't realize until I started spraying. I think that's like pine sol or something. Man, that nigga was he was growling and he was biting the shit. Like he was trying to like catch it in his mouth. And you
Mhm.
could hear his fucking jaws clapping like that on the fucking shit. And I literally sprayed at least 20 times. And this nigga, I'm thinking like, oh shit, I ain't killed King. Now I gotta make an excuse today, John. But I'm gonna tell her. But this nigga came out like a soldier, son. Nigga, that shit ain't eating him. That shit, he wasn't even worrying about that.
What's that thing right? Is that a shot collar on it?
Yeah, but it don't.
I
That
was
shit
about to
is
say, do that?
trash.
I was about to say, I don't know. I Sundays on a link. I need some more. I Sundays on
Hey, let
a
me call
link.
you back. I'm about to shoot this podcast.
I had Sundays on a link or something, or a video I seen on.
It see the thing about it is, bro, the shit works. It works, but this nigga he gets immune to shit so fast.
Mhm.
So if I hit him too many times, he's not gonna like it's not and it's not a shock. It vibrates his neck, so it make him like figure out like, damn, if I every time you do something wrong, you hit it. He like, damn, I'm gonna stop doing that.
Yeah.
But that shit only works. Like I was trying to shock him whenever he ran away. I was trying
Mhm.
to like hit the vibrator. He wasn't doing shit. That nigga was eating that shit. His adrenaline was pumping.
But what I was gonna say,
Oh, you started it?
yeah, it's recording, but oh yeah, Sundays on a link, and it was for it's like this thing, and it's like one of them like silent sounds, but only like a dog can hear it,
Oh yeah.
and it's like electric thing, and it's like anytime like he barking or something, it'll
Oh yeah,
automatically
yeah. I know what you're
send out a
talking
little
about.
sound to him. So like he'll stop barking because like it's like a loud noise to them,
Yeah.
but nobody else hear it.
What it was on Amazon?
I'm about to send it
I
to you right
ordered that
now.
because the one that he got on his neck, it was for Koa. I got it for a smaller dog, so it don't really shock him. It don't really like hurt him like that. But King, that nigga need a taser.
I just sent it to you. I don't know but that shit look cool. Dang, this nigga KD just got somebody paid, boy. Somebody put 1,000 on him. I think to hit a free throw or something.
Niggas, bro, niggas about to start getting in trouble.
Whoever that been and stuff.
Yeah, bro.
Why you say
Cause
that?
a lot of I seen a lot of I seen a lot of people like, oh dude, like I done seen two people hit people up on social media, and then they
Uh,
screenshotted the shit and put it on their page. Like they had one dude said, man, I need you to get less than I need you to get less than like 200 yards. Yeah, and the messages, even if he didn't do it, even if he was bullshitting, he put, I got you. And it was an actual NFL player because he had the blue fucking check and everything.
uh,
I'm like, yeah, go ahead. These niggas doing this shit for niggas to win. I ain't gonna lie, I'd do that shit though. If I knew somebody, I'd definitely.
I
Hey, bro, I
no
need you to
no.
go for 30. Ball hog the fuck out of
Or
it.
I just be like I just be like, let me know how you feeling. Like,
Yeah, or something like that. Like, man, look, I'm feeling good. I can give you a quick 30. All right, bet. I'm gonna put my
uh,
money on you.
or like, but it be like the little stuff. Like, bro, I kid you not, bro. I had a parlay the other day. Everything was green. All I needed was Kawhi to get 2 assists. He didn't have no assists the whole game. Now you tell me how that makes sense.
Bro, that's how betting is,
Like
bro.
how but and he had like 20. So I'm like, bro, how are you a star player and you don't you telling me you had the ball the whole game scoring and not one time you somebody closed out or something, you was like, oh, like that shit
That's
don't
because
make sense.
you bet on him. If you wouldn't have never bet, he would have got that assist,
But
bro. That's why,
that's how I be thinking, bro. Like,
bro, for real.
bro, like one dude, son. So I found this one dude. He was getting me paid. Low key dude. He was came out the G League. He in for Charlotte Hornets. His name Mark Williams.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
He came up from the G League. Low key, he been balling. First game in the NBA, he had like 19 rebounds. So I'm already peeping. I'm like, let me see if it's fluke. He started getting 19, 15. I'm like, the starting centers don't even be getting rebounds like that. They get like 10, like the average, like sometimes they don't even get 10. So I'm like,
Hmm.
oh, this young and he hungry, like he getting them boards, he trying to secure his job. I'm like, oh yeah. So I start putting them. I'm like, oh yeah, rebound. He a lock for any rebounds. I start putting him and Derek Lively. That's the dude. He the center for the Dallas Mavericks that we seen at one of them
Oh
stadiums.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Both of
I ain't
them,
really been hearing about him.
bro. He just he like real low key because his
Wait, you
look.
talking about the light skinned dude with the curly hair?
Well, it's two light skinned dudes, but
I'm thinking of the one
you
that for
yeah, you talking
OKC.
no, you talking no, I was gonna see Orlando. You talking
Yeah,
about
Orlando.
Anthony Black,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. That's right.
they had another dude there too. His name was Derek Lively, but they both light skinned with curly hair, but they both good for rebounds. But yeah, I was putting him. Man, I put him for like 7 rebounds one day. Cause like that's they like the system. They don't be updating it. Like you got to hoop a lot for them to start raising your stats. Like I don't know, they don't even know this easy money. I put him for 7 rebounds. Man, he had like 4. I'm like, bro, this is no way. I'm like, this shit crazy. Miles Bridges, bro. Boy, now granted, the team changed since Lamelo got hurt, so I'm like, okay, yeah, that might mess with it, but like it was either the game Lamelo got hurt, I had bet on him, or right before it or something. Bro, Miles Bridges when he first got back, cause he was out for 2 years for that stuff. His first like 4 5 games, double doubles every game. I'm like, oh yeah,
When Lamelo got hurt.
he got hurt probably like last week, few days ago, probably about I think it was about last week though, or this week. He rolled his ankle or something. But yeah.